All right, everybody, back again. More gaming. Doing another gaming sesh. A section. What are we doing with this? Well, we got the purple drank girl. Yes, we do. It's my sorceress. Here's the build. Here's the build we're going to go with. The build that I came up with. A little bit of defense, a little bit of fire. So it's a little triune. So we got a little cold. We're going to put 1-point wonders, of course. And everything all the way down to Frozen Orb. Of course, 1-point mastery and 1 point Frozen Armor. We're going to max out the Orb. Then we're going to let plus the skills help us boost up that Cold Mastery. We're going to get Sunder Charms later, so this is a Sunder Charm build. And the Lightning skills, we're going to take 1 point and everything you see there. And we're going to start dumping points after we get to our fire tree. So you get everything here for your teleport setup and your static field. Then you hit your fire tree. You do 1-point wonders and everything you see here, except for you max out your Happy Hydra. This will be your secondary form of attack, so you can not have to worry about immunes as much. Then after that, we're going to go over and start dumping points one after another. Every other level goes into the the telekinesis, and the mana shield, that old energy shield. So we're going to keep bouncing back and forth. Once we get the Hydra up to 20, once we get the orb to 20, we get everything unlocked, everything unlocked. You got your 20, you got your 20, you got your main damage dealers maxed out. After that, all you want to do at that point is that from every level on there, just keep dumping 1 point every other until you hit level 99. And by the time you finish, you'll have 20 points in your energy shield. You'll have 20 points in your telekinesis, 20 in your Hydra, 20 in your orb. You'll be able to static field the shit out of everything. You'll get some points in warmth, of course, once you're done. Because all the rest of the points, after you get these here, you just dump into warmth. So, pretty simple follow the logic path here. I went ahead and put out a actual, from level 1 to level 99. Remember, it's also, the 110 points is actually, that's how many points you get total in the game. So, you put your first point there, your second, boom, boom, boom. You got to get the skill quest. You got, of course, the Radamant skill quest. You've got, as well as the Den of Evil and Israel. So you're going to get 5 extra skill points per difficulty level. So that's the very simple. You take a moment, take a screenshot. I'll sit there and pause, screenshot that shit. Even you butterfingers, let you screenshot. Go ahead and do that. So now, that's the build we're going to be rolling with. And I got some stuff, I went over to a forbidden website that's, allows people to trade their items for, a little bit of that website currency. The currency. Of course, I got a few things waiting in the wings. I got some of this Tal Rasha's waiting in the wings. I'm not going to use the orb, though. We're going to take that orb and just going to stick it, where the sun don't shine for right now. Because we're actually going with an Istid Aki build. And then we're going to put on the Tal Rasha's armor and amulet. We got the belt already. We're going to roll with some partial Tal Rashas as we go on. We're using Gurki's Sanctuary because the extra defense, because it does damage reduction. We're going to get Mal runes, and we're going to stick them in a few places. So we're going to get a Gladiator's Bane, a Mal rune, and a Shaco, all with 3 Mal runes. We're going to put them all in that. So we're going to get the Glad Bane. I'm going to put that here. So if we do a little dueling, be a little ruthless, We can then, of course, get a few other things, of course, but we can go with a max magic find build, get some war travelers. But look at this. If the damage goes to minus 10% on these Alder's boots, I tell you, I cannot fucking find a better alternative right now. I guess magic find war travelers is fine. Maybe that poison resist from the, the Mirrorwalks or whatever it is, those, or Sandstorm Treks probably got that poison resist, but I like that. Damage goes back. We just got to watch out for poison. If poison comes near us, we just got to back away. Poison is bad, and it's only the poison clouds and rabies we have to worry about. But really, we want to make sure we avoid the poison. So the Gurki Sanctuary is going to give us a decent chance of blocking. A decent chance of blocking without a whole lot of plus to You know, dexterity. Replenish life is good. Resistance is good. Damage reduction and magic reduction. That's the keys there. It's going to give us, reduce that, particularly get magic damage like fire and lightning and cold is all magic. So we get a chance to do that plus physical damage. I'm going to get a Gladiator's Bane, put a Mal in it, put a Mal in my Gurky Sanctuary. I'm going to get two different Shakos. I'm going to get one probably with an Ist in the helmet. And I believe it's, or Topaz, whichever it might be. So as you say, I got an instant Aki with +3. I got the faster cast rate, plus the energy, plus the allo resistance, plus 80% magic find on just that. It does give me that random. I understand that. But here I got myself a Leaf Staff. A Leaf Staff so I can, you know, pump out something a little stupid. The Thunderstorm. I got a +3 to Thunderstorm, +1 to Lightning Mastery 1. So I can then pop a little Thunderstorm on creatures, which is funny. Just for shits and giggles. That's just style points. Honestly, it also helps me boost up my enchant. So, which is pretty cool. But, you know, right here, we got 3 to fire. But right here, we got 3 to all. So I guess it really doesn't matter too damn much. But we will be using the enchant on the Merc. So my button setup, because I suggest you play this game with a controller. I know you OGs, mouse and keyboard. I get you. I hear you out there. Let me give you the 21 talking points. Let me tell you, the accoutrements you get with the PlayStation 5 or your Xbox controller cannot be overlooked. For your average video gamer or henchman. Because the button setup is fucking fantastic. As you can see here, I got my Frozen Orb on square, my Hydra on circle, my teleport on triangle. I got my frozen armor. I hit weapon swap by just clicking the stick. I click the stick, no button combination, click the stick, and then I hit an L2 for a button combination and throw that fire. And also we're going to get the wonderful and delicious energy shield. I will build a memory staff just to make sure we get the highest memory, highest energy shield we can. Okay. And then what we do is we go out to the zone we want to go and fight at. Okay. So we see the Chaos Sanctuary. It's currently where everything is going down right now. It's currently on the Nightmare difficulty setting, and the Chaos Sanctuary is what's all booga terrorized. So what we're going to do is make sure we get our Thunderstorm set out there. Now we're done. We're just going to teleport past the trash, get right into the terror zone. Here we are. Like you see here, we're a lot less worried about teleporting into packs now. We hit them with the Frozen Orb as our main attack. As you see, because I've got myself that really good Merc, that really good level 17, meditation Orb. This is not the best base weapon, but the level 17 is what I've got going on right there. Insight. I got a Centurion. I'm going to get him Chains of Honor, and then I'll get him, maybe an Andy's Gaze or something else up top. Maybe a Cure. Cure would be a great rune word for up here. His stats are pretty much garbage. His gear is pretty much garbage. He's got a decent insight for the level right now. And as you can see, it's keeping my mana. I don't chug mana potions pretty much at all anymore. I just keep throwing orbs. And when I come across a cold immune creature, no problem. This guy's got himself triple shot. We're going to pop out some Hydras. It's going to kill the cold immune. He's just taking pop. And I can static him a little bit. They keep throwing some more Hydras to make sure that they stay on top of him. I don't have to worry about staying away from him that much, except for when he novas and dies. If you see a creature that says that they're fire enchanted, look at him. I'm so slow because I'm frozen. It's so awful. So awful. But for a sorceress, it's not that big of a deal. What I will tell you is that if you do see a creature that says enchanted, always fight them at distance. I could tank it because I got the Gurkies. I could tank it because I got the energy shield. It's absorbing so much damage. I want to demonstrate how tough this character is. It's one of the things that people that play sorceresses, they're so flimsy. I'm like, they can be if you build them wrong. And I've come up with this build guide that I've popped on my Discord, which, yes, even you can actually join the Discord. And I come up with 25 years of experience playing this game, and I'm still learning little tiny ticks and trips, things that just weren't, the game never made really obvious. But I'm just standing here, not really worrying about too much. That poison's normal poison it's not a cloud poison. And I'm just throwing shit. My kill speed is not the tippiest of toppiest. But I am killing everything I'm coming across. There's no creature that I gotta teleport past him. I can't kill it. No. I won't be a greedy purple drank girl. Purple drank girl. Why do I call her purple drank girl? Because it's the purple dranks on the belt that she wants the most. She don't need a full one. I got a little purple drank. We don't need any of those blueies. Any of the blue dranks. Any of the red dranks. We are a purple drank girl. Through and through. That's definitely for shits, giggles, and truths. There we go. Purple Drank Girl set up fully Purple Drank. That's why I named her this. Just keep throwing those orbs. Having good times. Come across something that my orb isn't hitting it, then I go ahead and pop a Hydra. Also, for you more skittish people that are maybe playing hardcore, you can throw Hydras out before you move into an area that you haven't seen yet. You can throw Hydras out as a way of scouting. You just teleport into an area, throw some Hydras out, and say, okay, the Hydra starts shooting, you better start balling. You start balling right up there. Throw that frozen ball out there, the ball. Throw the orb. Let's take a look at these boots here, see what we got. I like, you know, boots and gloves. I think they're the best things to really pick up. Amulets, boots, gloves, rings, you know, those tend to be the best. I have found some godly helmets. I found one that was like plus to all elemental skills and +3 to tornado or some shit, or it was crazy. It was nuts. And then I mean net 4. All right, so no, these are actually kind of garbaggio, but you know, I can sell them. The Gothic plate's actually worth more. As you see here, I'm wearing Gothic plate stealth. That's what I'm wearing right now. I'm not wearing any. I'm going to wait until I get that Tal Rasha's on. I'm playing with the stealth. Once I make a stealth, I make it. I may remake it with a higher defense armor as a base every once in a while. But I don't really change out of the stealth armor until actually I hit where I get my end game character stuff, you know. So we got a crystal sword here. Got to loot it to the cube. The reason why I have loot to cube as a hotkey setup, so I can then do shit like loot items to my cube without having to worry about moving shit around. Since she is a purple drank girl, we're going to pick up those purple dranks. Hitting the seals in a terrorized chaos sanctuary. So you see they got the special icons next to their names. And, you know, now the ancient way has actually been terrorized. So it looks like it came out of the chaos sanctuary. It is moved. So we can bounce around, finish this out. By the time we finish this, we can bounce to the Ancient's Way waypoint and do a terror zone there. Now it's Nightmare. It's not really kind of worth it because you can't get Thunder Charms except for in Hell. You can get Thunder Charms only in Hell difficulty. Go. Here we are. But just keep going. I haven't chugged a potion yet. I'm just standing there tanking stuff, not caring, getting a little closer, hit him. You know, if I don't have to even read to see what he is. I throw a Hydra near him. My Merc walks up, poke, poke, poke. My Merc walks up and gives him the, you know, he was asked to leave treatment. So my Merc was asked to leave, and so he did the natural response that every rational person should do. He picked up a sharp, pointy object and he poked. Right? Isn't that the way it works now? I don't know. Civilization's collapsing all around us, so I'm playing some Diablo 2. You know. Gonna have a good time. Making some more content for you guys. We'll put the replay up there on both YouTube and Rumble. Probably start going live a little bit more while I'm playing games. Look at this. Look at that. Think I'm afraid of you? I ain't. They're usually the fast ones that swarm you and kill you. I just keep toggling back and forth between Hydra and Orb until they're all dead. I back up a little bit. You know. Uh-oh. That's my Diablo alarm. It's time for Diablo to come out and play. Here we go. Right on time, the Diablo alarm goes off. We're going to drop some Hydras right here in the middle. Then we're going to stand next to Diablo. Okay, then we're going to hit him with that static field. Going to have to pot a little bit here. Going to teleport out of the way. Keep hitting him with those Hydras. Going to static field his ass just a little bit more. Hydra, Hydra, Hydra. Teleport. Teleport. Hydra, Hydra, Hydra. Orb. And he's down. A little more of an enjoyable fight. You know, normally I just stand on top of him and he just shoots over my head. But, you know, we're doing sometimes when we do it live, fuck it. Like you've heard some of the Tucker Carlsons of the world. We got a battle belt here. And this is the Gilmaze. It's got dual life. It's got dual leech on it, which is actually one of the rarest places you can find that. So we'll go ahead and pop open that. That's actually not a bad thing for a melee character, believe it or not. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. It will pair well with a helmet for a melee character. So put that over on. Let's see here. I got a couple of different tabs. I got some nicer stuff on the tabs like the chance cards, which I could be using. But I'm going for that. But I don't have any Frosties, which I probably would switch these out for. But give me some more mana, some more survivability. Now, if I did pop on the Chanseys, I would lose a little bit of the faster cast rate, which I'm not worried about too much except for teleporting. One to fire skills, it's not going to hurt me that badly. So we're going to pop on the Chanseys since we're looking for stuff. So you notice here she's a lot tougher. Even if I have a panic situation with Diablo, or I just kind of like, you know, shit the bed with actually fighting Diablo, that's okay. It does happen on occasionally. Either you stand right on top of him and you zap, 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 zap with that fucking static field, and then you just hit him with the orbs until he dies. Usually what I do. Usually he pretty much has zero chance of getting me. Other times when I have fat fingers and are playing low visibility, it definitely is a lot more difficult to play with fucking shades on. I do play with my shades on because I gotta look cool while I play, man. Because my future's so bright, I gotta wear shades. I gotta wear shades. I'm half blind as it is, they say. I'm half blind as it is. As you see here, this is a terror zone in Nightmare. It's a level 65 area, and I'm currently character 63. So it's a good place to level. And you see I'm just kind of smoking them. You know, smoking them. And I just keep toggling back and forth between that, throwing some orbs out there, throwing some Hydras. You know, just keep it up. You know. Just keep doing that. Check out the round shield. It looks like Winston's has dropped. So we're going to go and go back to town. I'm going to sell the armor because the armor is worth usually about... You can get sometimes armor sets that you sell, the old Junkos you find. Could be even blue. Could be up to 35,000 gold. This one's at 30,000 gold. Yeah, all right, I see you. I see. We're going to sell that at 30,000 gold in just one big shabango, and shabinka. Since I'm out of the purple pots, so we're going to get some more of that purple murple. And let's see here. We'll go ahead and stack up one row of each just in case, as we don't know how we're going to perform in this zone. I'm going to grab that. All right, I see you guys. So these guys are not immune to cold. So I cold. Throwing Hydra out there for a little extra fuss and shizzes and giggles. Since you are a Hydra orb, you might as well use both of your attacks, regardless if they're immune or not. Just go back and forth between the two. You know, give you the best possible. And I know what happened with Diablo. He hit me, and it was that Aki that triggered and made me teleport. That's what it was. That's why we shit the bed with that. Remember that Aki's got that random teleport, that panic port. It does get a certain % chance of causing you to randomly teleport. That's what happened while we were fighting Diablo. So maybe you want to swap the Aki out when you fight Diablo for something a little more stable, like a good spirit. You do lose the magic 5. You really, really do. Right? So it's a trade-off. Do you take the chance? You get a 5% chance, I think it is. As you can see, we're just tearing through shit. Just walking, you know. If I hit the walk button so I can get the best chance to block. As you see, I can even safely open up my character screen, go to my defense, and see I got a 27% chance a block without bumping any other points into defense. I can throw extra points in defense and really get that max block up too to make me even tougher. You know, I got put all my points into energy here and no vitality. Just enough points to wear the Gurks. Just enough points to wear the Gurks. And I only got a few levels to go to drop that 156 on that strength. I only got a few. And then I can then put on a Spirit Monarch or a Phoenix if I wanted to. I want to make a versatile character. I want one sort that can kind of do as much stuff as possible. I want to get her stats where they're stable. We're not worried about moving stat sticks around too much, or having stat like charts that are reliant too much on that. I want to be able to have this character be able to do clone, Diablo clone. I'm not really worried about torches as much. Diablo clone, definitely like the idea. Making sure I can do Diablo clones easily because those will trade up nice and well. I got a double jewel drop. 1, 2 family jewels. Now they're telling me there's something on the other side of the wall. So when the Hydras shoot at the wall like they are, they're letting you know, bad boy, other room, other room. So make sure that you go, okay, I will go over and deal with the bad boys in the other room. But I also want a sorceress I can duel with too. I'll throw a few pieces of gear on her, not to worry about her stats as much, and just let her go kind of nuts. So I'm probably going to go and start investing into that max block, Say that, that Aki triggered again, put me in the wall. But just be ready for it. Be ready for having that Aki trigger. Oh, that was a urn. This is an evil urn. It's going to spawn an elite pack. Yeah. And they got a pretty decent chance of dropping something. I like to walk whilst the sorceress, because I teleport is my main modus operandi of movement. And when you walk, you actually increase your chances of blocking. I think a lot of people don't know that. I think a lot of people know that. I think they think no matter what you're doing. Well, look, if you walk, you have your percent chance to block is at its maximum. If you run, you lose all chance to block. So there's a penalty for running versus walking. But since you teleport around, that's your main way of moving. You don't really run anywhere. If you're running with a sorceress, you're doing your sorceress wrong. You might as well be playing an assassin or something. That teleport is just the way we roll. We are juiced up by teleport. Don't forget to get that orb. I gotta get that protection back up. Got to make sure we also keep the mana pool up too. So keep up the NRG shield. There's another pack. I just start the assault. There you go. Hydra orb, Hydra orb, Hydra orb. And I go and click close, slack, static. Little static, little Hydra orb. So you're doing 3 different elements. You're hitting them with the static field to reduce their hit points a lot. Anything that isn't lightning immune just starts losing life like crazy. Making your kill speed, increasing it dramatically. Land on them, hit them with an orb, hit them with some Hydras, hit them with some static. And you just see they just start melting a lot quicker. So it's your pattern, of play, And you just button mash, man. You do some button mashing. Shit, we'll do the Icy Cellar because it is terrorized. Now, we got some gloams, some souls here. These may be a problem. So we're going to start throwing some Hydras. And the Hydras will start taking them out at range. So we'll start scouting. We'll do the weave. We'll teleport out of the way, teleport again. Start throwing out some Hydras. Kind of tanking that. Them gloams don't seem to be that much of a problem for me. Now remember, when you teleport, your Merc also becomes immune. So gives you a chance of recovering from that. I'm going to get out of the way. Got to throw some more Hydras. Throw some more orbs at range. Those guys are probably immune to cold. It's okay. We got a decent drop. We got another swirling crystal. It's going to be so fun to pick up the swirling crystal and go, ooh, what's inside of you? Do you have a swirling crystal, baby? You think you're hot shit? You're a Dixie cup filled with diarrhea. Gonna go over here. Gotta pick that up. Loot that to cube. There we go. Keep frozen armor up. We can do the weapon swap. Do the style points. So now we got him all fired up. Give him a little extra damage. Got that lightning storm on there too. Let them Hydras do the job. It got a little hairy, so I got out of dodge. Got to check that hawk helm out. Be a godly druid helm. You never know until you look at it. Pick up the purple dranks. So this terror zone is not that difficult for me. I haven't had any deaths. You know, they do put that curse on you that hurts you when you cast, which sucks. That one there, fuck. Gotta be a little mindful of that. Hydras are probably the best way to use those guys. Oh, what we got here? Got an immune to cold. I like that. There are some cold breathers down here that breathe cold on you. I don't see a level 2, do you? I do not. And that's okay. The Ancient's Way. Still terrorized. See if we can find some more packs. That's what you're really looking for, is packs. You're looking for packs, not single creatures. Packs. That's how you get your magic find up there. Tundra. Almost done. This is a great way to really showcase the character. You can see that she's got garbage gear on it. She's doing pretty well. She's got a lore helmet, which is a basic leather cap I gave her. It's just a cap. Stealth armor and gothic. We got the Oculus, is the best piece of gear. I traded away for that. Someone dropped these chancies on me. I found the mantled ring. I traded for the belt I have on. I crafted this amulet myself. Faster cast is really only helped me teleport quicker. I found the Alder's boots. I found the someone dropped the Gurkies on me. They found it, just gave it to me, and I'm using it to junk magic find. So I'm not even using anything close to endgame gear. And this character is just absolutely shredding. Again, absolutely shredding. So we'll go take a look at the build order. Here's that build order. Take a few moments to screenshot that. Give you a few more seconds to screenshot that. Then if you scroll up, you can screenshot this bad boy as well. You will get 110 points total in the game. You'll be level 99 by the time you finish. You're going to have a max Hydra and a max orb. You're going to have a max energy shield and a max telekinesis. You're going to have 1 point wonders, and everything else after that, you just dump all your points into warmth. And you have a really tanky, tough character that I believe will be able to duel pretty well. I think this character will also be able to magic find decently and also to kill the Diablo clone. That's a trifecta. That's a threefer to give you a character that can do all three of those things. So it is just something for you to consider, something for you to understand, that you don't have to build separate characters. Sometimes you can make one that does almost everything in the game. Almost everything in the game. And she's found some decent gear while I've been sitting here chatting with you guys. We got another Winston's Guard. Got another one of those. Remember, this goes to the three. I have 3 pieces of this set already. Well, I have 2 rather. If you get the helmet, you can give this to a melee character. Have a good high percent chance to block. Some great crushing blow, some great dual leech. So it Winston's actually is a, I think it's Orphan's Call is the name of the set. Yeah, the Orphan's Call. You have some with the Magna skin. I think you'd swap that out for something better. But it's a really, really good set for a melee character to enjoy a little bit more crushing blow. You get that with it. Plus, I think you get some deadly strike if you can add like a High Lord's Wrath to it. You can probably build a decent smiter out of it. So just a great idea to go with it. Damage reduced by 4 is actually not a bad amulet. I'm looking for some damage reduction. While I'm in town, I will run, though. Just let you know. While we're in town, we will run while we're in town. So put the Wistons in the stash as well. So I already got one there. So I'm going to put another one right here. I like to also keep the Siggin set. I think it's a great way it's a great leveling set. I keep the Siggins that I come across. Siggins. So here we go. But once I hit level, let's see here, 67 for the amulet, I'll swap over to that, and then level 71, I'll swap over to this, and I'll be getting some more magic find and some more power boost, more survivability as well, until I can get that Gladiator's Bane The Glad Vein's pretty cheap, and the Malrunes actually are not that expensive either. So that's what we're doing with this character. 3 different things: Clone Killer, Magic Finder, and Dueler. That's what we're going to do. So we'll have more of a troll-style build for the duels. And then we'll also, of course, have the Magic Find capability. Like for Magic Find, let's go ahead and like do like a endurance run. Let's go ahead and do a meth run, a traditional standard, easy. Let me squeeze each meth run. So we're gonna do our buff cycle. Okay, we're gonna do our buff cycle. Okay. All right, and we're just gonna start teleporting. Gonna find the way down to level 3. See, hopefully we'll find it fast. Hopefully. You never know. Sometimes you can read a map really well. You might be going the right way. My map read's not really good right now. No. Here we go, level 3. We're going to teleport right on over. Right to the middle here. We'll try to keep my Merc alive. I leveled up some. I'm going to teleport to the other room. Throw some more Hydras out. Going to lure them over. Nope. Killed most of them. I ain't afraid of you. Pick up that purple trank. Getting hit by the Hydras and don't seem to be doing much at all, do they? So I ain't afraid of her. That frozen sucks, though. Hydras are hitting me and it's barely even touching me at all. So I'm not afraid of Hydras anymore. They're one of the most notorious killers of people because they think, well, is that my Hydra or not? Go ahead and heal my Merc up. Back away from him a little bit. Alright, he is toast. Purple drank. Boom, boom. Oh, I need a bath is what she's saying. She says, I need a key. No, you really need a bath. I'm going to teleport on over. Static field. Okay, he's almost down all the way, so then I'm going to start popping some Hydras. Pop an orb. That Aki went off. And he's toast. Got a war hat. And he dropped probably the grandfather or whatever it is. I'm like, don't really care. Gonna drop it there. Gonna leave it there. Gonna leave that here. Here's that section for you guys. So give you guys a little bit more gaming tainment. A little bit of a build guide for you there. Kang style. So enjoy Purple Drag Girl. Bye-bye.